Hello and welcome back. Now that we've talked about the different key metrics and drill down metrics that we want to be tracking in the retention and monetization stage, let's dive in and talk about how to apply these metrics to your business and our example businesses. First, let's really quickly go back over the goals at the retention and monetization funnel stage. Our first goal is to turn buyers into multi-buyers. We want to go in here and take people who have become our customers and sell them additional products and services. There's an existing relationship there that you can leverage, and customers know your name, they know your brand, they know your products, they like what you're doing, and they're going to be more receptive to making this purchase. Our next goal is to reduce customer churn. We want to ensure that our customers stay engaged and on our email list so that when we offer them other products that they might want to purchase, they're still keeping their eye on what we're talking about, they remember our name, they're aware of what we're doing, and they're excited about it. Our last goal here is going to be to maximize membership value. Now, not everyone is going to have a membership program, like I've said, but for those that do, you want to make sure that this service and your membership customers stay on as long as possible. This is going to be one of the best ways that you can really monetize your business. Keeping customers in a membership for an extra couple of months represents a lot of opportunity. So now that we remember what our goals are, let's go in and look at our example businesses and what the critical metrics are for them at this stage in the funnel. Our first one is KitchTool.co. This is our small or new business who is focused on running lean, few people, not a lot of time, not a lot of money, and being very efficient and actionable. So when they're looking at their metrics, they want to make sure that they're making money so they can help keep the business open and grow it to the next stage. So the critical metrics for this small or new business, first one is going to be monetization funnel conversion rate. So once someone's already become a customer, our goal is going to be to sell them more products, make them into multi-buyers. This means we'll be selling them through different sales funnels. We probably won't be trying to sell them the same Tripwire product, the same low dollar offer that brought them in initially. We're going to come in and say, hey, you bought this, how about my next level? You bought my free corn on the cob holder set. Now, let's get the corn roasting set. Let's get the 21st century kitchen set. Offering them these kind of things gives you the ability to maximize the value of your customers. So we're going to track these funnels differently because they have a different audience and different goals and offers that you're making. That's a really, really important one for a small business because this is where the business margins are made up. A lot of the revenue that's going to drive business growth is coming from these monetization funnels. Our next critical metric is going to be refund total value. This one is especially important for these smaller, newer businesses. It's really critical to know how people feel about your product, if they're satisfied or dissatisfied with their experience, and it lets you know how much money you're going to have at the end of the week, how much money you're going to have at the end of the month. If refunds are climbing, you're going to need to make additional sales to compensate for the lost revenue. So keeping an eye on this is especially important right here. Our last one is going to be the traffic ROI report. So if you're a small business without a lot of buzz around your name, you're probably going to be leveraging paid traffic in order to make people aware of what you're offering and make them become buyers. You can do this to existing customers as well as new audiences. We're going to look at the traffic ROI report to diagnose the health of the different campaigns that we're running on paid traffic. This will let you know which campaigns are getting old, fatiguing, and need to be turned off or freshened up. By keeping an eye on this, we can make sure that the money we're spending on paid traffic sites is turning into valuable dollars for our business, instead of just a way that is losing us money. So that's what we're looking at for the smaller, leaner business. Very focused on money, monetization, driving money in, making sure it's not leaving, and getting new visitors excited about purchasing. For our next business, Your Home Fit, this is our more digital business, and it's got a bunch of diverse offers. So there are a few more metrics we're going to look at besides just monetization. There's going to be a little bit more focus on retention at this stage. So the goals for this business are to evaluate their different properties, understand the value of their members, and generally figure out where they should be putting their time and energy. So the critical metrics at the retention and monetization stage are going to be membership retention report. This is going to be one of the most important ones for businesses with the membership site. This is a great way to go in and say, are we adding more members than we're losing? Are we effectively monetizing the members we have? And what are they leaving for? What reasons are they unhappy with us? By kind of keeping an eye on how the membership is growing and shrinking, you can pinpoint times when you have heightened exits and times when you have heightened entrances. You'll be able to turn that into actionable data and understand exactly how to grow your membership best. Our next key metric for this business is going to be monetization funnel conversion rates. This one does come back. Monetization funnels are some of the most important things you can do to make money for your business. So we're going to look at these throughout all the businesses. It's really important to keep an eye on this because this is how you're turning existing customers into multi-buyers, which keeps them excited, happy about the business. You keep giving them value, they keep giving you money. It's a win-win relationship. Next critical metric, also going to be used in the first one, traffic ROI report. Now, these larger businesses definitely have an opportunity to spend a bit more on traffic. You can give up more money on the front end, maybe taking a negative ROI initially, knowing that you're going to make the money up later with your customer. That's something we're going to be leveraging a lot here, but we still want to keep an eye on the health of our paid traffic. If you're willing to take -10, -15% on your traffic ROI, you still want to know when it drops below that specific barrier. So you can turn off the ad, freshen it up, change the copy, the images, whatever you have to do. And our last metric we're going to look at is a drill down metric. This one again goes to the membership program. It's called cohort analysis. And basically, this gives you the ability to say, I'm going to segment all the different members I have into groups and figure out when they came in and when they left. Once you put all this together, you'll be able to pinpoint what months in your program are ones where people leave and figure out what the average value is for the different people coming into your business, which is very powerful in conjunction with leveraging paid traffic or figuring out how much customers are worth for your business. So right here, we're focused a little bit more on how we can retain customers and keep them excited about our business. We still do care about monetization. And since this business has so many diverse properties, monetization will sometimes take the form of selling someone a totally unrelated product to what they initially bought. That's a great way to get in there and talk about the connection between all the different properties. So some people coming in and buying the home fitness video series will later go on to be supplement buyers. Understanding which businesses feed well into other ones is a really great way to leverage the connection you have in all the diverse properties. And our last example business is Dave's Cars. So this is our service brick and mortar business. Their goals are to make sure that they are making enough money. There's a longer sales cycle, so it's a little bit more difficult. They also want to know how well their offline media is performing compared to their online media and figure out a way to track that more difficult information to keep an eye on. And lastly, it takes a little bit longer for this business's leads to convert into buyers because offers are usually higher ticket or they are more based on specific needs. If you are a plumber or if you need a car, you're not going to need a car until the one you've got breaks down or until it's getting near the end of its life cycle. So staying at the top of mind for these businesses is critical so that when the consumer does decide to go from prospect to buyer, you're right there ready to be part of that. So what are the critical metrics in the retention and monetization stage for Dave's Cars and your business if you fit in this category? Our first one, monetization funnel conversion rate. Like I said, this one's going to keep coming up. Once you've made someone a buyer, the ability to sell them additional products is one of the best things you can leverage. And this is especially great for these kinds of service businesses. Because there is a longer sales cycle, if you add additional sales once they become a customer, so they buy a car, then you sell them the car protection plan. That's a great way to increase the average value of your customer and help make up for the cost that it took to generate that lead and then have them sit there not buying for 3 to 6 months. Our next critical metric is actually going to be membership retention report. So your business may not have what you think of as a traditional membership offer, but there's a lot of different ways that service businesses offer value again and again on a more regular basis. For Dave's Cars, he offers oil changes at a reduced rate to keep connected with the customer. Knowing that this acts just like a membership is a great way to leverage connections with customers and help keep an eye on how it's doing. This is especially important for brick and mortar businesses and service businesses, especially ones where something is being consumed. If you're selling beauty supplies or some kind of cleaning, some kind of clothing item, all this stuff is getting used up at some point, and people have to come back and buy from you again. If you think about whatever this recurring purchase is as a membership, you'll be able to understand your customers sort of in a different way and help figure out how you can maximize the number of people who choose to come back and purchase from you again. Our last critical metric for Dave's Cars and the service and brick and mortar businesses is going to be content email metrics. So I talked about the importance of staying at the top of mind. That's what our content emails are going to do. They're going to help us stay at the top of our potential buyers' heads. So whenever the time comes for them to actually make the purchase, they're thinking about what we're offering them. So sending them great content, videos, blog posts, infographics, all kinds of stuff. It can be about the value of a car. It can be about 5 tips to figure out how to buy the next car for your child. All that kind of stuff. By continually sending people content and making sure that those content emails are doing well, we'll know that we're staying at the top of our customer's head and we'll be there when they're ready to actually make a purchase. So those are all the critical metrics, but keep in mind, you know your business better than I do. So think about what your specific goals are beyond just the average goals of turning customers into multi-buyers here and making sure that we keep customers engaged and staying with our business. Think about how what you need and what you're doing fits within this framework and make sure you focus on those metrics. That wraps it up for all of our different modules on collecting metrics, putting them in your dashboard, and thinking about how to apply them on your business. So next, we're actually going to dive into talking about how the analysis process works. So this next module, our last module, is all about how you take the data that you now know how to collect and turn it into actionable insights that you can use to build your business and make it stronger. So I'll see you in the next video.